as you get towards... Hey guys, Crankin Surf. I'm back this week. One of the biggest questions you'll get asked if you do any sort of shaping is, what do you need to get started? Now, obviously, I built this setup here I've got over 10 years, but look, I started with homemade stands. I'll give you a close-up of these, but, sorry, I've been sanding. These racks here, they're all handmade, the first two. Now, they're pretty similar. I'll get a close-up of these and explain them to you, but that's what I started with. I made a set of stands that I could shape on, a set of stands that I could colour on, and a set of stands that I could glass on. These weren't perfect for glassing because they were a little bit wide, but they did the job. They got me started, and that's really what it is. So I'm going to go through just a couple of things. I'll show you the stands, and I'll show you the tool that I used to get started. And you'll probably laugh at how simple some of it is. It is quite funny, but everything made from scratch. Let me show you. Okay, so this stand here, it's basically it's what they call 2x4. As you can see, I wipe all my XF paint off on those, but very basic. 2 bits of 2x4 across the bottom, 1 bit of 2x4 as the upright. Again, 2 bits of 2x4 across the top here, and 1 piece across the top with some foam and some padding. A lot of the times this eggshell stuff here you'll get on the side of the road. It's really easy to get, but that was my first stand. Now I made 2 of these because, oh well, they were really easy to make. Very basic. Probably cost wise, probably about 30-40 Australian dollars, but very basic. So here we go. So these were the first shaping stands I built. They're actually quite terrible. As you can see, they're not very deep, and they're kind of very rickety. We can actually fix these ones up because they're handy when you're sanding boards to have a spare set. So basically the same thing. It's 2 bits of 2x4 in just a rapid set concrete in a resin tin, and you've got a bit of extra on the side and a bit across the top and some foam. They needed to be probably a bit taller, but I also needed to make that channel where I put the board on the side a bit deeper, which I still might do yet, plenty of time. But that's it. That's all I started with. Very basic. There's the sportswear shaping shoes. Now I've upgraded to this one, which is not too bad. It's adjustable, it's metal, goes on the floor. I'm actually redoing this room. It's going to be all relined soon with new ply and new lighting. So it'll have lights on the top plus the side lights, but the whole walls, everything there is getting redone soon, in a matter of weeks. The first tool I bought was this, which is a bit rusted now, but I still use it. I still use it quite a lot when I'm doing tails on boards. I dragged this out. I've got some newer ones since then, but that was the first one I started with. It costs like $10. It was a bargain, but geez, that's done probably about 80 boards, so good investment for $10. Now when I need to do fin angles, because when I first started I used a different fin system to FCS or Futures, and the tool I use to calculate the fin angle is this. So this came out of a kid's toy set. As you can see, I've set the angles. I've got a 5 and a 7 degree. This was in a kid's tool set, so when my son was little, he had a little, you get a little kid's tool set. I got that, and I still do fin angles with that now. I bought a fancy one, but I still tend to go back to this one because it had a really good square base you could put up against it. No drama. So that really costs nothing. You could probably find them at the toy shop, but if you say that cost $1, then that's a pretty good estimate. But between these two things, they're what I started with. I used a handsaw to cut the blanks. It was very, very basic. So what do you need to get started? I'd make like one of these racks. They're very basic. I wanted it to be sort of around yay high. So not too, I didn't need it really tall, didn't want it too low. The shaping stands are at basically waist height, so I'm on top of the board. But that's what I started with, and that's all you need to start. Well, that's all you need to start. So nothing fancy. Build your own racks if you can, and get started. You just need something to lay the board on, and you can move them if you're doing a bigger board or a shorter board. That's all you need. So I still don't have anything fancy. As I said, I still use these racks. This one here I use to colour on. The next rack is an in-between rack if I finished a board and I want to tidy it up. The next rack over is a metal rack, and it's quite good. It has a section where I can put the board on the rail to do repairs. And the next one up is one I found on the roadside. And I just improved it, so I just fixed a few things that were broken on it. But that shaping stand I found on the side of the road, so that was a good score that day. I was driving past and I was like, hey, yo, turned around, went back, grabbed it. But that's how simple it is. You don't need to go out and buy the fancy shaping stands that cost like $600-700. You might want to get them made for you. If you know someone who's a welder, you can buy the actual metal pipe and get it made. But that's it. That's all I started with. And as I said, I still use them today. So don't be put off by needing fancy stuff. You build one set of racks, you should be able to do everything on it. Shouldn't be a problem. Dog in the background. And look, that's it for today. Very simple. I just want to show you what I started shaping with, because it is a question I get a lot. I want to shape a board, what do I need? I don't have any stands, what can I use? Man, you can use anything, as long as you can sit a board on it. Car repair stands that fold out, you can use those, they're quite good. But if you're getting a bit serious and you want to do repairs and stuff, you just make yourself. So go buy some 2x4 or the metric equivalent from the hardware store. Have your measurements if you want. They'll cut it on site for you a lot of the time, so you just have to come home, drill and put it together. But that's it. So like and subscribe if you can. It is an actual fact that most people that actually watch these videos aren't subscribed. If I can get another 150 subscribers, oh, she's hot. If I get another 150, get to 1,000, I can start selling t-shirts, stuff like that. But take it easy, get out, get surfing, and enjoy. And hopefully I'll get out and ride some of these boards. Cheers guys, bye.